Hello everyone. So I'm going to try something a little bit different this week. What I'm going to be doing is a tarot reading focusing on the chakras. So today's tarot reading will be focusing on the root chakra, tomorrow will be focusing on the sacral chakra, and then so on. So before I begin the tarot reading on the cards, I will briefly explain the chakra system so that anyone who is not familiar can actually have a bit of more of a clearer understanding. So I will say that this introduction will be roughly the same throughout this week since we're working through the chakras one by one. So just a heads up with that. So the chakra system, it consists of 7 main energy centres in the body. Traditionally, there are said to be 114. I remember reading in a book somewhere, I think I've got that book somewhere, that there's actually 170 to 180 chakras. But with what I've read and done my research on, it's more around 114. So 108 is within the body and 6 of them are outside of it. But there's the main 7 main chakras are the most commonly focused on for balancing and awareness. And these are what we're going to be working with in this week for the collective readings. So each chakra is connected to a specific emotional, mental, physical and spiritual aspects of life. So when these centres are balanced, energy flows more smoothly and people often feel secure, confident, emotionally open, expressive, clear-minded and actually connected to life as well. When one or more of these chakras become blocked or under stress, it can show up as an emotional tension, physical discomfort or difficulty navigating certain areas of life. So understanding the chakras actually help us recognise patterns within ourselves, connect more deeply within our own energy and also respond more compassionately to what others may be experiencing as well, which is very important. So a practical way to recognise which chakra may need support is to notice which area of life currently feels heavy or challenging. Fear, insecurity or survival concerns often point more to the root chakra. Emotional suppression, creativity blocks or relationship struggles may relate to the sacral chakra. Low on confidence or indecision can actually indicate there's a solar plexus imbalance. Heartbreak or difficulty trusting may connect to the heart chakra. Difficulty speaking up can relate to the throat chakra. Overthinking or ignoring intuition may connect to the lovely third eye, and feeling disconnected from purpose or meaning often relates to the crown chakra. So supporting the chakras does not require complicated rituals in any way. It actually begins with awareness for one, emotional honesty, self-care and small intentional actions that really can gradually allow energy to flow freely again. So today's reading is focusing on the root chakra. The root chakra is obviously located at the base of the spine and is represented by the colour red. It governs safety, stability, survival, finances, and our sense of home and foundation as well. So when the root chakra is open and balanced, a person can feel grounded, secure, supported, very present-like as well, and steady in life. When it's blocked or under stress, there is, I notice a lot of the times people are very, very scatty and all over the place. People can be quite fearful, anxious, restlessness, or instability can become quite dominant for them. And that can be often triggered by financial pressure, unsafe environments, or life changes that challenge one's sense of security, okay? So practical ways to support the root chakra include grounding activities such as walking in nature, exercising, building routines as well, organising your environment, and practising more than anything, slow, steady breathing. And simple affirmations as well, such as, came into my head, I am safe or I am supported, can really help reinforce stability, okay? So, I have shuffled the cards and I have asked 3 questions. What energy is currently affecting this chakra? And then I've asked what this chakra is trying to teach or show you right now, and how can you best support or balance this chakra. And at the bottom of the deck we have got the 4 of Pentacles reversed, which already shows a very strong foundation, theme of releasing fear, loosening survival tension, and learning that safety does not come from holding tightly to everything, but from trusting the stability you are gradually building, my darling. So, for the first question, the energy currently affecting this chakra, you have Temperance. Now, Temperance is a card of moderation, healing, patience, and restoration, okay? And it often appears after a period of endings, transition, because before the Temperance is the Death card. So, it could be, what was I saying? Yeah, it appears after endings, transitions or experiences that may have shaken your balance, okay? And we can see that with I didn't notice that, the tower. So sometimes these endings are not literal losses, but the end of an old habit, unhealthy attachments, tense situations or thought patterns that were no longer serving your highest good, yeah? It can be people as well and stuff like that, relationships, careers. Even when those endings are necessary, though, they can still temporarily disrupt our sense of stability. So Temperance comes in to stabilise it, okay, heal and bring things back into balance. So it reminds you that your grounding is being restored slowly and naturally, and that the patience is part of that healing process, okay? And some life experiences, my darling, feel uncomfortable or confusing while we're going or moving through them, but they often shape us into more stronger, wiser, more resilient versions of ourselves, okay? So the message here is that balance is returning and your root chakra is gradually realigning. Now, for the second question, what is this chakra trying to teach or show you right now, is the Ace of Wands. This represents the return of energy, okay, motivation, passion, and the spark to begin again. It's very much, when I meditate on all the cards, it's very much like this does feel like the past, this feels like the present, and this does feel like the future. So the past, you've had to go into very much, it could be solitude, it could be you're just not feeling very motivated, it could be a lot more tired, lack of energy, low on energy, not doing a lot. And now in the present, you're starting to get that spark back. Also, Temperance for me is a season card, a change in season. So this energy that you've been in, the Temperance energy, I can imagine that by March or April time, you're going to really feel a complete difference, okay? And yeah, especially with the Ace of Wands being there. So, you will start to feel, or you're going to start to feel a spark to begin again, come back into you again after a period of healing or retreat. And I feel like your confidence and life force energy are beginning to rise, or will begin to rise again. And this chakra is really showing that you are actually safe as well to start again, safe to take action, and safe to move forward with something new. And it can indicate new opportunities that help you rebuild stability, a renewed sense of enthusiasm for life, or simply that feeling that your inner fire is returning after, as we can see, a quiet period. So the message is that a new grounded beginning is opening, and your confidence will continue to grow as you move forward step by step, okay? And for the third question is how can you best support or balance this chakra? And you've got the Three of Pentacles. You have no idea, even though I come across as a bit of a hypocrite because I don't have that many people in my life, I still am aware of how important a community is, okay? And it's just finding that right community, but community is extremely important. So you've got the Three of Pentacles. This card speaks about steady building, learning, teamwork, and creating strong foundations through consistent effort. Supporting your root chakra now involves practical actions, building routines, improving skills, working with others who support your growth as well, doing courses that you enjoy so that you're around people that have similar or familiar interests. Similar interests to you, okay? Joining communities, courses, or collaborative environments, really, really important for your root chakra. And taking small but consistent steps towards long-term stability. Security is something that grows through what you're consistently building over time, and this card reminds you that you do not have to do everything alone. With the Four of Pentacles reversed as the underlying energy, the overall message of this reading is very positive. You are learning to release fear, learning to let go of like fearful or worrying or anxious thinking, and allowing yourself to feel safe without needing to control everything. Your root chakra is healing and it is rebalancing, and you're being guided towards a more stable beginning with steady effort, patience and trust in the process that will actually really help you feel grounded again. Okay, I hope this reading's helped in some way. Have a good day. Bye bye.